For those that did not notice, and I'm not gonna lie to you, this was a surprise to me. Nipsey Hussle's family is suing the Crips. Me and the Notification Gang would like to invite everybody to come join us Monday through Thursday, 9:20 to 10 o'clock for morning coffee, where we discuss the events of the prior day and also just talk mess about stuff. See you then.
Oh, Black Dynamite, I wish it was that simple, but this is much bigger than you and me.
Hey, little mama, it may be bigger than you, and it may be bigger than me, but it ain't bigger than you and me. Can you dig it?
BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Alright, so yeah. So apparently the estate of Nipsey Hussle is suing the Crips. Okay. So apparently, look, I don't know how to say this. I don't even know where to go with this. But apparently the Crips are trying to, and I guess this is what Nipsey Hussle's estate is saying, appropriate the term, or just flat out steal, I guess, the term "the marathon continues." Now, real quick, for everybody that don't know, Nipsey Hussle, big Crip. So, in all fairness, as I'm saying this, just so we can be clear, in all fairness, the Crips might actually think that they have that they have a right to be able to use this term. It's a term coined by Nipsey Hussle. He was a Crip. They want to also be able to use the term, I'm assuming. So what they did was they went and did a copyright. Now, for everybody that don't know, and I did not know this until I just recently found out, the Crips has a whole LLC. It's Crips LLC. I don't know what to tell you about this shit. This is not a slight to anybody, but I'm going to tell you something that I heard a long time ago. And this is real long time ago. I heard the biggest difference between Bloods and Crips is that Crips get corporate, basically. And I'm sorry to tell you, there's not much more corporate you could get than creating a whole entire corporation around the name of the gang that you're a part of. So anyway, shout out to TMZ. There was an article written on it. You can go check out the TMZ. This is per TMZ, by the way. It says Nipsey Hussle's estate is taking a Crips company to court. The late rapper's relatives are suing over his famous slogan. Nipsey's brother, I think it says Samuel Ashkadam. I don't know how to say that name. No disrespect. That name is just really difficult. It's a dope ass name though. Just filed a suit against Crips LLC. And it says, you read that right, the gang's gone corporate over the right to the hustle, the marathon continues slogan. Now, obviously I have no dog in this fight. But I will say this. I want y'all to go down in the comment section. I want to know, who do you think has a more of a right to this? Nipsey Hussle's family or the gang he was associated with? It says, according to the lawsuit obtained by TMZ, shout out to TMZ, the estate claims the Crips organization filed a couple trademarks for the phrase last year. Now, basically what they're saying is, not right after, it was a couple of months after Nipsey Hussle was murdered, they had the idea that, I'm guessing they was running into problems. Maybe they were already speaking with the family. The family was like, I don't know, we have different designs on what we want to do. And so they decided that they were going to do what they needed to do in order to keep their income. For everybody that don't know, Nipsey Hussle was big in the hood. Like, from what I hear, and from what's been, I guess, documented, Nipsey Hussle was 100% one of the individuals that he was giving back to his community. First of all, let me just tell y'all, that whole store that Nipsey Hussle had a store, right? What the way the story goes with me is that the city had it's long thing. Okay, I'll just break it down real quick. The city was doing like a building thing when they start rebuilding. So when they start rebuilding, building up the community, the first thing they do is they try to gentrify. They want to run certain individuals out of the community. So what they was doing was the police would come and harass anyone that was at this specific block. It was like a mall, like a little strip mall area. I don't know. That's what we call them in New York City. Out there, it just might just be the regular store. So there's like this block that everybody used to go to and hang out in at the neighborhood. And the police basically were telling the store owners there that if individuals was caught there just, loitering, or to say, like, how can you loiter? Like, you live in that neighborhood. Like, we can't stand outside the store, homie. Like, what are we supposed to be doing? Real quick, I'm going to tell you some shit. So I grew up in Concourse Village, right? Not my whole entire life. I moved there when I was about 14, 15 years old. And so we used to play sports outside. And the dope thing about the kids playing sports outside is we have terraces. If you are a parent, you can literally look out and see your kid right there outside. You don't have to always go outside. You can monitor your children. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this was a good thing. But what happened was the older people that lived in the neighborhood, the people that didn't have kids or whatnot, they went to the board and they did not want no kids out there. They were really upset about the kids being out there. Now, in their defense, just to be fair, the older kids at night would be outside smoking weed or whatever the case is. But still, that's having people in the community not committing crimes. Anyway, the older people, like, the senior citizens or whatever, they won the petition and they had seats and everything put where we used to play football at, so they created a problem where when kids would normally go outside and play sports all day, we weren't able to do that no more. And I'm telling you, from an individual that was there, that kind of pushed a lot of people out into the street. So now we had a lot of kids going out and getting high, going out not playing sports, going out and doing things that were breaking the law, because the one thing that we had, they took away from us. Now, with that being said, when you have this whole Nipsey Hussle situation where he went and bought the block so his people could hang out over there, that's the most ballerish shit I think I've heard a person doing that made it in a long time. Because it's one thing when you make it and you put on 4 or 5 people, you put on 10 people. It's another thing when you make it and you say, you know what, I'm not just putting people on, but my whole neighborhood is coming with me. So that's just dope. So anyway, that area where the store and everything was that he had is where he eventually was murdered at. What they did is that I'm guessing, I don't know, I'm just shooting, I'm not fishing the barrel, but just throwing spaghetti against the wall, seeing what stick. But what I'm guessing is that the organization that he was helping, that he was helping, because remember, he owned the store. So that's basically, if you have merchandise that you're trying to sell, you can literally just bring it to his damn store and he could sell the merchandise and then give you a cut of it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, everybody could eat. So one of the things people might forget is that during the pandemic, a lot of these things shut down. And besides, during the pandemic, a lot of these things shut down. After Nipsey Hussle was murdered, the store shut down just in general for a while. They didn't have the same business. Well, they didn't shut down initially. First, everybody went over there and bought everything up. Let's just be clear on that. They sold out of a lot of things. Then the pandemic hit. Now the store wasn't open. But the point I'm trying to make is that these individuals that Nipsey Hussle had eaten with him, I'm assuming that they couldn't eat with him any further for whatever because he passed away, and the family might not have been as wanting to feed the community as Nipsey Hussle was. So they went out, and that's probably why they went and tried to trademark some of the things from the Marathon Continues, because at the end of the day, they were also part of that family. It wasn't his blood family, but they was all part of their family. Anyway, let me know what y'all guys think about this in the comment section, just in general, because you can't tell me that somebody who had as big of a heart as Nipsey Hussle, after all of this is going down, where he was murdered, for this to be happening. Because I'm telling you, we know he loved his family, the type of man he was. And there is very little doubt to me that he loved his brothers. If you get it. So let's hope they all figure out a way to make this work. Also, as always, when somebody passes away, you don't never know who's there because they love the individual or who's there because they trying to get a check. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bowmans. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.
Mike Jones Beatz. Oh, Black Dynamite, I wish it was that simple, but this is much bigger than you and me.
Hey, little mama. It may be bigger than you, and it may be bigger than me, but it ain't bigger than you and me. Can you dig it?